Peony's back. Oh, good morning, friends. Do you remember me? Do this live thing again? Goodness gracious. I feel like I haven't been on here in a million years and I've forgotten what to do. Just kidding. I know what to do. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Jen. Hi, Amanda. Hey, Sandy. Thank you, Bridget. Hi, Emily. Hi, Erin. Hi, Danielle. Woohoo! All the peeps are coming in. Hi, Amy. Hi, Shelly. Woo! Well, for those of you who were at Fairy Ring last night, do you remember me saying something about the feathers? You know, like collect the feathers or something? I woke up this morning and walked out of my kitchen door, like the screen door, and on like right where my feet were all of these feathers. There are 5 of them. And that does make me think that there was some sort of disaster that's probably cat related. But I was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy. So putting them in my bowl of feathers. So there's that. Hi, Erin. You like the necklace? I feel bad that like you wanted it and I took it back, but hi, Janelle. Hey, Susie. Hey, Christine. Yeah, I thought I said that. Yeah. So that was really cool. Woo, guys. It's been quite a week. Like truly quite a week. I have never experienced energetic stuff that was quite so intense. And it definitely floored me. Like, wow. Hey, Stephanie. Um, it's been intense. So I am feeling still not 100%, but I am getting better. I can feel that. And thankfully, Brandy was at the event last night and was able to be in my energy field and tell me that I don't have fibromyalgia or Hashimoto's or any of the other things that I was like, this must be what it is. So that's good. It's all energetic. And so that's a big lesson for me to learn that energy is real. And I know that that sounds funny coming from me because like it's literally all I do is tell you guys energy is real. But sometimes it's so hard to believe that energy can affect you physically in such an intense way, even though it makes sense because our brains are conditioned to think that any physical pain, first of all, needs to be taken care of right away. And then, second of all, has to have some sort of reason in the physical world as to why it's happening. And so my brain really struggled with that this week a lot. And I know a lot of you guys were feeling how intense the energy was too. This new moon was a potent one, as usual. So, all of the things, you guys, all of the things. But let me talk to you a little bit about last night's fairy ring. So, I cleared my half of my day yesterday to rest and prepare for this because I knew it was going to be intense. And right up until the moment that people arrived, I was sitting back there and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I could do this. But it ended up being really magical and a very new experience for me. Um, the previous fairy ring, I don't believe it channeled any fairies. And it was more of what I usually do, which is like an oracle circle. And Peony did channeled readings for people, and it was wonderful, and we had a great time. This time, however, I was in the middle of chit chatting away, and I saw this fairy creature just walk out from behind me. And Brandy was sitting right next to me, and she saw him as well. And he came through to chastise me and basically to say that if I'm going to have an event that is called fairy something, I need to make it only about fairies. and not just about channeling readings. So I got talked to last night during my own event, and it was actually kind of cool. So my exciting news about that is Brandy and I had already picked a date in September to do something with each other, and we weren't sure what it was going to be. But after last night, we know for sure that it's going to be another fairy ring. So tentatively mark your calendars and look for the actual event to come out sometime today. But it's going to be with the two of us working with the fairies. Last night, that same dude fairy that kind of told me about myself came through in a dream and gave some direction on what he would like to happen. So there's going to be a lot of interesting energy at this event and a lot of DIY stuff in order to help us to activate the earth and assist in the healing and raising of the vibration of the earth, and for us to connect back with the fairy realms and the elementals and all of the things that we've forgotten about. So that is going to be September, oh no, it's going to be September 25th or 24th. It's a Thursday. It's going to be a Thursday night. So it's either September 24th or September 25th. And it'll be in the evening. And Brandy and I will be hosting that here at the schoolhouse. And we're super excited because last night was really magical and super intense. So yay, that's going to be really fun. So I'll post that later today. And yeah, it's been really a lot this week. Sending you guys so much love. Thanks, Kaylin. Okay, it is September 24th. You guys are so helpful. I'm like running around here. Somebody asked me the other day, and if you were one of these people who are confused by this, the 6-week intuition workshop is not on Sundays. It is on Tuesday evenings, just like, when you register, it told you. For some reason, I just get on here and say anything, but it's Tuesdays. And that is still enrolling if you are interested in joining. So let's talk about this weekend. This weekend it feels like it may be just a little bit of a deep breath of a weekend. We are rolling up really fast on the end of the month somehow. Energy is about to shift yet again. I can already feel that in the air, that shift feeling. And I can feel this energy gathering. It's like gathering beneath us, just like. And so as we move into that new space, it's going to be important that if there is that moment of taking a deep breath, that we do indeed take it. So this weekend feels like that moment for a clearing of the energy. Moving into fall feels like things are going to accelerate even faster, and it will be more important than ever for us to have a handle on our own boundaries, on grounding, on knowing who we are, on knowing what we want, on really, really paying attention to our manifesting and not just allowing things to manifest willy-nilly, but instead putting full intention into them. Because I don't know if you guys knew this, but I don't know if I've even talked about it before, but it's just coming through now. You're manifesting all the time. You do it subconsciously. We all do. So if you are not taking a moment to tap in and consciously direct your manifestations, it's on an autopilot program. So every month you're releasing something, you're manifesting something, seeding and releasing, seeding and releasing. That's why in restoration, I'm so nonstop about the manifesting with the moon cycles, because that's how you take back your power of creation, is by using those moon cycles and putting your intention into the things you create. We are all magical manifestors. And so now it's time to really get super serious about it. We've had lots of practice, and pull that energy back into you. Pull it in, and use it to create. We are all creating now. And it would be really lovely if we were all creating along the same lines of for the higher good, with love in our hearts, things that bring us joy, and not being stuck in old programs and only manifesting within the small box of programs, because that's super limiting and you don't need to do it anymore. So break the box of your manifestation and step out and allow big possibilities to roll in and to be part of your whatever you want to call this, whatever this hand motion is. Allow it to be part of this because it's important. And so as we start rolling into the fall, the pace is faster. I feel that very much. It's going to boom, boom, boom. So everything you think about, everything you put some energy into, it's going to be like boom. So there you go with all my hand gestures. Cool. And I also am pulling a fairy card this morning because it's just a thing. It'll be interesting to see what comes through. Let's see. I'm not going to tell you about my coffee problems, but this week has been a coffee struggle. It's very depressing. This looks interesting. Okay. And it's also interesting because when you look at her, this is the card here, Instagram and Facebook. It's the Initiate. And do you see how she has spring flowers in her hair, but we're moving into that fall behind her with the autumn colors and the leaves turning. It's interesting. This is number 14. It says Initiate. Your energy is unworldly, naive, and unguarded, and you will therefore soon face tests which will help you acquire experience and wisdom. When this card appears, know you have an inclination to take risks without thinking of where the road you wish to dart down will lead you. You have a tendency to say and do many things without thinking through the possible impact. You speak the uncomfortable truth as no other can. The lessons you are experiencing are filling your life with richness. You have so much trust and self-belief, but you are not prideful. You are ready to take great chances, and others may even judge you as being about to take crazy risks. You may be contemplating leaving a safe job, about to travel, enter a new relationship wholeheartedly, or make a move in life without having examined all the consequences. You are curious, inquiring, and open-hearted. You are inquisitive, but you are no fool. You are an initiate, and will therefore take risks as you face the unknown. Your next steps into the mystery of life will be blessed, and you have the courage to now enter the unknown. Well, you guys, this card is clearly for all of you who have been stepping in and stepping into your new path and kind of rising up into the knowingness of your own being. I have described the influx of people lately as ancient beings who are brand new. And that is what it feels like. It's like they've been in like a quiet hibernation and all of a sudden are waking up. So you guys are waking up and looking around and at your life and you're like, wait a second, this won't do. This isn't what I came here to do. And suddenly reaching out and making changes. And all of these things are just remembering yourself, right? So it's not as crazy as it sounds, but it's like you've woken up and now it's time to remember who you truly are. And it's been incredibly exciting and such an honor for me to work with you guys and to help you to remember who you are. And things are changing really rapidly with the way that we work together. I would not be surprised if they continue to change very rapidly. I've noticed that there's been a completely different interaction of energy when I talk to people in a one-on-one setting. It's almost like voice activations and symbol activations. And so it's like we talk and then stuff starts happening. So that's been really exciting to notice that. This week, I think, has been big on that. So whatever's going on with me is clearly activating that. But yeah, Rachel, it is absolutely go time. It's been go time, but as we move into the cooler weather, it's going to be faster. And what does that mean, right? It's never anything other than you listening to yourself and following your heart. There's no trick here. There's no special serum you have to smooth on your skin, no ritual you have to perform that will make this a thing. It's you tapping into your own self and following your own inner guidance. That's the magic here. It's never been anything other than that. So even as things start speeding up and getting more, woo, what the heck is going on? It doesn't matter because you're the one who is in control of this. And that's the only place you need to focus right now because that's the place that's going to affect the biggest change. Often we go outside of ourselves to fix things, right? That seems like the right way to do it. It seems selfish to start here first. We need to let go of that. This concept of that's too much me or that's selfish, I should be putting my energy for other people. That's patriarchy, taking your magic and not allowing you to use it. So knock that off with all of that stuff. Stop being guilty about everything and focus on yourself and do your healing because that is what's going to do the big change. Consider for a moment, right? All of these people that you are wanting to fix and help. Imagine if instead of you needing to do that, they took a hot second, turned inward, and started to do their own work. That would be awesome, right? And it would actually work. So that's what we need to do because we're hearing this message, right? We need to turn it inward and do this work, tap in and allow our actions to be aligned with our true feelings. And depending on where you're at, that means a lot of different things, right? Because if you are somebody who does not have access yet to your true feelings, then that is your first step. You need to know what you feel. You need to know what you want. You need to know who you are. And then once you know those things, you can go forth. Every action can then be aligned with your true self, and you won't be at odds. Your energy will be warm and inviting. You will heal people just by being you, just by being present with them. It's not like a mission. It's not a mission. Your mission is this. So turn it inward, do the work, feel into it, and when it gets uncomfortable, understand that that's good. That means you're about to have a breakthrough. And you know, if you're feeling overwhelmed with the energy and all of those things, it's part of it too, you know? It's hard to break patterns that are so old. It's hard to be so different in a world that does not think different is good. But we're changing the world, and we are the pioneers. We're here to bring this in. So it's going to be a little bit rough, but it's also such an honor to be doing this at this time. And we came here for this, and yes, it is 100% go time. So that's your pep talk for this weekend. And I'm so glad to be back talking to you. I'm excited, even though I'm exhausted. And I know that there's only more magical things to come. So feel that in your heart. And also know that in every moment, there's nothing, there's no one that you need to be other than exactly who you are and what you are. You're absolutely perfect in every moment. And I say this in every yoga class, in every meditation I can remember to say it because you need to hear it. There's nothing wrong with you ever. All there is getting more in touch with your true self and your heart center and being aligned with that energy. And that isn't fixing you. That's just you revealing yourself. And that's all there is to it. So don't beat yourself up about anything. You don't need to. You're awesome. And everything you've been going through has a reason. All of the things in your whole entire life have led you to this point. So we don't have to be angry about them. We don't have to hold any grudges. We don't have to be sad about them. We just need to allow them to be part of us, right? And say, this has shaped me into a person who is now able to open my heart and really know who I am. To be able to be a person who can extend the love and forgiveness to those around me. Somebody who's not afraid to change my own behaviors, right? To say, yes, last year I acted like this, but this year I don't. And that is totally okay. Every day is a new day. You can do anything you want. Don't listen to whatever anyone else tells you about that, because every day is a new day. As a Scorpio, I am told by my apps daily that I die every single day. And at first, I found that very offensive. But now I'm like, yeah, I absolutely freaking do. And I wake up in the morning as a completely new person. I take the things that I enjoyed from yesterday's Sarah, pull them into today's Sarah, and leave the rest. So that's how I'm rolling. How are you rolling? I love all of the changes. I love all of the searching. I love all of the revealing that I see in you guys. And I honor every part of your journey and honor every part of my journey. So breathe into that. You're good. Everything will happen the way it needs to happen. Just stay here. So that's your weekend update. I'm going to post the initiate card in the Facebook group. If you're not part of the Restoration Facebook group, you can just go join it. It's free to join. And at this time, you can join Restoration for September. It's going to be Restoration Light, so you will not get a personalized update, but you will get all of the same discounts, and you will get all of the moon calls and yada, 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 so forth. And I often send little special things through text or email only to members, like meditations and stuff like that. So you'll get all of those things. If you are interested, you can send me a message or just go to my website. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing weekend. And as long as everything works out, you will see me Monday again at 8:30. Mwah. Love you guys.